Hi, kindergarten. Mrs. Tamita here. This week for art, we are going to be talking about lines. So, we'll talk about what a line is, we'll talk about what a line does, and I'll show you a few different types of lines. So, to begin, a line is just a mark that has a beginning and an end. For example, this line begins here and ends here. And this line goes up and down and up and down and up and down, but still has a beginning and an ending. And same with that last line. That is a wavy line. And even if the line loops and loops and loops and loops, as long as it has a beginning and an end, it is still a line. So we use lines to create shapes. We can draw 3 lines in a certain order to make a triangle. It really only takes 1 line to make a circle, but it takes 4 different lines to make a square. And there are many different types of lines. There's a straight line, a zigzag line, wavy lines, dashed lines, and loopy lines. There are a lot more lines than that, but these are just the ones we will be focusing on today. So what you're going to need is your whiteboard and a marker, and we are going to practice making some of these lines.
Now that you have your whiteboard and your marker, we can start practicing some lines. Before I draw, I like to practice with just using my finger. I am doing a straight line here by just dragging my marker straight across the board.
Now you try. Practice drawing with your finger, and then draw with your marker. Good job!
Now I'm going to practice drawing my zigzag line. My zigzag line is almost like drawing a capital A or a triangle or maybe some shark teeth. A zigzag line just goes up and down all the way across your page with some nice sharp points at the top and bottom.
Your turn to try now. You'll practice with your finger first. And when you're ready, draw your own zigzag line.
Next, I'm going to practice drawing my wavy line. This is almost like the zigzag line, but instead of having those sharp zigs and zags, I'm going to have some smooth curves, almost like drawing a hill. So I will still go up and down, but like I said, they're nice and smooth, not sharp like our zigzag line.
Now you try tracing your wavy line with your finger. And then drawing your wavy line across your board. Remember, it's not sharp like your zigzag line. It's nice and wavy.
Now I'm going to use my finger to trace a dashed line. A dashed line is a lot like a straight line, but it's actually many small lines put together. So I will drag my marker and then pick it up, drag my marker and then pick it up, so I have a dashed line going all the way across my page.
And you know what to do now. First, practice drawing your dashed line with your finger. And now draw your dashed line with your marker. Draw a line, pick it up. Draw a line, pick it up.
The last line I'm going to practice is my loopy line. The loopy line can be a little bit tricky because you draw in a different direction. You will draw going forward and up, back and down, forward, up, back, down, like this. Forward and up, back and down, forward and up, back and down. And you will just continue that pattern all the way across your board. Now it's your turn to practice drawing your loopy line with your finger. And then you can pick up your marker and try drawing it with that. And here are our finished lines. We drew a straight line, a zigzag line, a wavy line, a dash line, and a loopy line. Great job, guys. Remember, this doesn't have to be perfect, just have fun practicing. And don't erase your board yet. Make sure to take a picture and post it on Class Dojo. Now that we've practiced all of our different types of lines, let's read a book that will show you even more lines. Lines That Wiggle by Candace Whitman and Steve Wilson. Lines that wiggle, lines that bend. Wavy lines from end to end. Lines that tickle, lines that sprout. Bugs have lines that stick right out. Lines to trap, lines to hide. Two lines running side by side. Lines that curve, lines that curl. Underwater lines that swirl. Lines that criss and cross, lines that mend. Lines with doggies at the end. Lines that scurry, lines in threes. Lines in leaves that grow on trees. Lines that twist, lines that sway. Lines that swish the flies away. Zigzag lines light up the sky. Rainbow lines are way up high. Lines are everywhere you look. Find some lines not in this book.